Hey, what's up guys? Today I'm gonna go over 15 pieces of useless trivia in Borderlands. Well, might be useless for some, might be useful for others. It's just little trivia, niche things, and I've done a video like this before, but I'm gonna try to fit in more of that niche stuff, not just glitches or features, but rather stuff that I missed in the first, or just little things that kind of go over people's heads. So this is kind of like a different version of that video, and I'll link that as well if any of you want to watch it, but I'm going to go over these pretty quick, and it's going to cover all of the games, or almost all of the games at least. Along with that, if you guys liked this, be sure to let me know in the comments if you want a part 2 of this, and if you want to give the channel some support, feel free to subscribe. And before I get into everything, if there's any really little known pieces of information that you guys have or you guys know of, feel free to put it in the comments and it might get into the next video, who knows. First thing up is necrophages, the little green corrosive plants in Borderlands 2, show up in Costern Caverns and throughout the Fight for Sanctuary DLC, but in that DLC they're purple instead of green. Moving on to number 2, in Borderlands 2, Psychos and Goliaths will recite different pieces of Shakespearean literature as part of their dialogue.
Oh, that this too solid flesh would melt, fall and resolve itself into a dew, or that the everlasting had not fixed his kin against self-slaughter. Oh God, how weary, still, flat, and unprofitable seem to be all the uses of this world. Fee on toffee, 'tis an unweeded garden that grows to seed. And things
Number 3, the quest for Face McShooty reportedly took months on and off to actually get working in the game, since it didn't work with the standard coding of how quests and different missions were supposed to work. This resulted in the quest itself becoming an extremely difficult task for writers and developers to get through, but in the end, I'd say it was worth it, and I think everybody else would agree.
Want 'em, need 'em, gimme, at the sound of the bell, it will be face shooting o'clock!
On to number 4, in Borderlands 4, there are little cleaning robots around certain parts of the map that will get scared when you run up to them. There are also tiny animals running around different areas of the wilderness. If you just look around, you'll be able to spot them, but they're definitely around. Up to number 5, the original concept for Roland was actually the model that would get used for Zed. It would get some changes but stay fundamentally the same, and if you find concept art of the original model for Roland, it actually has the same vest that Zed has on. Other than that, it's slightly reskinned, and Roland would get completely reworked in becoming the iconic character that we know now. Sir Hammerlock's name gets changed when you ADS on him, but only after Sanctuary gets teleported. It goes from Sir Hammerlock to just Hammerlock. Up to number 7 now, Borderlands 1 used to have its multiplayer servers provided by a company called GameSpy up until 2013, then switching to Steam servers at that point. Number 8, and this one's a bit unfair, the normal copies of Borderlands 4 cost $70 in the US and Europe and respectively other areas like Australia and Southeast Asia, but in China the standard price of the game is only $42, with even bundles listed as only going up to $57. I wish we got those prices everywhere else. Number 9, the cheapest DLCs on release are any of the Borderlands 2 Headhunter DLCs, being priced at $2.99. This is of course excluding add-on content like skins and hats and things like that. At number 10, the Golden Chest appears in every game except for original Borderlands 1, and if you include the Telltale games. Otherwise, it's in every main game past that, even including Borderlands 1 Game of the Year Enhanced. On the topic of Golden Chests, Game of the Year Enhanced and Borderlands 4 are the only titles with multiple golden chests in one game. Game of the Year Enhanced having one in Firestone and one in New Haven, and Borderlands 4 having one in the Launchpad, Carcadia, Belton's Bore, and in the Lockaway. On to number 12, the gap between Borderlands 2 and 3 was about 7 years in the story and in real time from the release date of Borderlands 2 to Borderlands 3. With Borderlands 2 being released in 2012 and Borderlands 3 being released in 2019. Number 13, and this is a really interesting one, Pandora's moon is called Elpis, and in Greek fiction, Elpis was the spirit of hope, which was also the only thing not freed from Pandora's box. And because Elpis is Pandora's moon, they're both gravitationally locked to each other, meaning Elpis as a moon still can't be freed from Pandora. Really cool writing detail if you ask me. Number 14, when loaders spawn in Borderlands 2 from the spawners and not being moonshot in, it displays the elements being used to construct them. And finally, our last at number 15 is that if you pay attention to some of the maps, you'll notice that different maps on Borderlands 2, 3, and 4 have a day and night cycle. This is especially noticeable in Borderlands 4, and this also affects certain enemy types during nighttime. And if I'm not mistaken, this is most prevalent in Borderlands 3, in which certain named enemy types and special enemies can spawn during nighttime, but not in daytime. Well, that's everything that I've got for today, and I'm going to try and work on a part 2 for this. If you guys want that, of course, please just comment down below if you would like a part 2 to this, and I'll get working on it. And that's all I've got for today. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a like, and if you do want to support this channel, feel free to subscribe. I upload plenty of shorts in between my uploads on larger videos like this. Well, it's not a larger video, but my main videos. I upload shorts in between all of this, so if you subscribe, you'll get those in your feed as well. And make sure to keep notifications on, because that's important as well. Make sure that you actually get my videos. Either way, check out all my other content if you liked a video like this, and I guess I'll just see you guys next video. Bye.